Black smoke in the Vatican, but tonight the Archdiocese of Seattle is sounding a red alert, and the DOJ is investigating what it's calling an anti-Catholic law. If clergy members learn about a case of child abuse during confession, a new state law now requires them to report it to the police. Jackie Kent with our sister station has a reaction from both sides and just what happens now.
A controversial bill introduced to Washington lawmakers for 3 years just got the sign-off from Governor Ferguson. Senator Noel Frame introduced Senate Bill 5375, now requiring clergy members to report instances of abuse or neglect if they learn about it during confession.
The state does not have to be complicit when faith communities choose to cover up child abuse and neglect.
This comes after weeks of tense testimony at the Capitol from both sides of the issue.
And I think that this is an opportunity for church and state to really work to make sure folk get the support, the treatment, the interventions that they need.
I think that we in Washington State need to stay out of our religions, and we have other prevention to work on.
Within days of the bill passing, the Archdiocese of Seattle claims it violates a Catholic's right to confess their sins freely to a priest, and clergy can be removed from the church if they report such information from what's supposed to be a confidential setting. Where does this put the Archdiocese of Seattle? Do you plan to enforce this new law?
Well, a priest can't. There's also, a double standard here, I have to say, because, it calls out the privileged communication between priests and penitents, but it does nothing about doctors and patients or lawyers and their clients or even spouses.
What's more, the Department of Justice reports its Civil Rights Division will investigate whether the bill violates the First Amendment, even calling it an anti-Catholic law. Senator Frame referenced Washington case law that states protecting children is of the utmost importance.
Well, in response to the DOJ investigation, the State Attorney General's office says it will work with the Governor's office to explain to the feds why this law complies with the Constitution. Meanwhile, the Archdiocese of Seattle says it will try to meet with the Governor to discuss reworking the language of the bill.